Hi, I'm Kim. I'm the CEO and founder of Visit from the Stalk. We're a small local charity supporting local parents with both practical and emotional support from pregnancy through to when their child is in school. We've been supporting parents for over 10 years across Salford and Greater Manchester through a variety of ways, starting from breastfeeding support right through to delivering nappies to parents in crisis and hardship. Visit from the Stalk was created because my best friend had her first child at age 18, and as her best friend, she wanted me to look up some information and give her some advice about what to do. Everywhere that we went, we felt like we were being judged as young people whenever we asked for advice about being parents. And so I felt that there was a major gap for an organisation that would be a safe space for parents to go to, no matter what your background, no matter what your age. I felt there was a major gap for a safe space for parents to come to ask for advice and information, no matter what their age, what their background was. And I created the organisation first as a magazine straight out of university to give that information and advice in a written format. Within a year of creating the magazine, I realised that we wanted more than this, and it was more about helping the parents in various ways rather than just through written, through the magazine. And so we created the CIC as a way of doing that. It enabled us to get grants, it enabled us to run various different projects in order to help parents in different ways according to their needs. We created Boobs as one of our first projects. Boobs came about because Salford City Council's priority was to increase breastfeeding initiation rates in Salford. Salford had one of the lowest breastfeeding rates in the Greater Manchester at the time. And so our first project was to find out why those rates were so low. I made it my mission to talk to as many mums as possible and ask them to be open about their breastfeeding journey, which is literally what BOOB stands for, Be Open on Breastfeeding Salford.
So I'm Kerry, I work at Visit from the Stalk, and I do the stay in play sessions, I do the lead peer support work, and I also run antenatal breastfeeding classes and whatever else is needed. Open Breastfeeding is a service that any part of the community can access. Either you can be a breastfeeding mother, or you can be a lady that's antenatal, or even you could be a partner or a grandparent with queries about breastfeeding. We're trying to normalise breastfeeding so people can feel comfortable to go in any environment and just feed the baby. And also we can help teach about position attachments, about tips and tricks, and just tell you about the amazing benefits and bring the community together and support each other. I did actually start volunteering in 2018, and I did about 2.5 years of volunteering doing breastfeeding support, because we've got a wealth of sort of background, personal experience, and also the actual peer support experience where I've been trained twice now.
Stalk Support was created 3.5 years ago during lockdown because I noticed that parents were posting on Facebook saying they weren't able to get formula milk, weren't able to get toiletries, weren't able to queue up in Tesco's for 4 hours to go and get things that they needed. And then there was all that panic buying. I created the project because I felt that there was a major need for that, to fill that gap. And so we got a team of volunteers, we got some nappies donated, and we started giving out packs to parents in need. That very quickly spiralled into realising that there was a huge level of deprivation across Greater Manchester that we hadn't realised that was already there. And so the reasons that the parents were being referred in weren't just because they couldn't get to Tesco's, and it wasn't just because of the pandemic, but actually they were in lots and lots of different situations. So there was mums fleeing DV, there was housing situations, there was people not being able to get benefits, there was lots and lots of different situations that people were dealing with during the pandemic. And so that's why this need has not gone away, because parents are still in those situations. Obviously, after the pandemic, we've had the cost of living crisis, and that's also been fueled with the budget cut, like benefit cuts, deprivation, food poverty. These families are going through this every single day, so the need for this project is not going to go away. Since 2020, we've delivered, I'd say, over 10,000 packs of baby essentials to families across Salford and Manchester. And this need is not getting any less. We're still delivering 50, 60 packs of nappies a month. Charlie is one of our longest term volunteers. She's been volunteering with us for stalk support since the first lockdown, which amazingly is 4 years ago. And here's her story.
My name's Charlie and I'm a community volunteer with Visit from the Stalk for the Stalk Support Project. I've been volunteering since the start of the pandemic, March 2020. So my role on the Stalk Support Project is I'll collect nappies and other baby supplies and deliver them to families all across Greater Manchester. My role has benefited me because I had just learned to drive actually at the end of 2019, and it gave me loads of driving practice when I was just learning to drive. And it's got me to know my community a lot more. In terms of families, I think it just makes a big difference to them that they can get supplies that they can't necessarily afford, but they absolutely need in this really difficult period, not just the pandemic, but also cost of living crisis afterwards.
Hi, my name's Darcy Thornley. We're in Moston Children's Centre and I'm an outreach worker for Neighbourhood 3. Visit from the Stalk has supported my families in particular, as it's helped them with things like nappies and wipes, which obviously is really nice for us to be able to provide that as a service, and it also makes the families feel like they can come to us for things like that without feeling embarrassed as well. So yeah, it's been really helpful. It's really important that we work with other organisations because as outreach workers we can't do everything ourselves, so it's really important that we work alongside Visit from the Stalk, the health visitors and all other outside agencies, just so we can do everything we can for the families.
Hi, I'm Lauren Bolton. I'm a mother of two, Sam Bolton and Harry Bolton. I'm at the Emmanuel Centre today for the Stay and Play with Visit from the Start. I really enjoy coming to the Stay and Play because my son gets to play with all the toys, all the other babies, socialise, and I get to have a brew and chat with all the other mums.
So Stalk Store was another project that was created during the pandemic. Because we had put the call out for donations of nappies, people also started donating things like toys and clothes to us. And we had an office in Salford where we could store things. So we started collecting things and started trying to match them with families that needed it. But soon the demand for people wanting to donate things during lockdown outgrew the amount of families that we could get to with the items. So we decided to create a shop where people would be able to access these items for an affordable price and not necessarily just have to be the parents that were in need at the time. So we created Stalk Store in November 2020 as a way of getting these items to these parents. And it was an online shop and we sell books, clothes, toys and parenting equipment such as night lights, sterilisers, prams, etc. In 2021 we were given funding by Salford CVS and Salford CCG to have a physical Stalk Store shop here at the Emmanuel Centre in Salford, and we've now created this into our main hub. So the shop is open Wednesdays and Thursdays 10 AM to 1 PM. So this is our Stalk Store shop here at the Emmanuel Centre in Salford. We've got a variety of different things on sale, from soft toys through to books, games, Peppa Pig, lots of Peppa Pig stuff, and clothes as well. We also have our free section here. This is a community-led clothing rail that has coats and warm clothes on it during the winter and school uniform during the rest of the year. And we have our nappy cupboard. Currently nappies and wipes are £2, so you can buy nappies from our cupboard anytime that we're open. Please, if you can, you could donate to this cupboard anytime we're open as well. We do have to buy the nappies full price, so any donations are always very welcome. We need donations of good quality pre-loved items. If you would donate something to a friend, then please do drop it off to us. You can book a donation slot via our website, visitfromthestalk.co.uk on a Tuesday or a Thursday.